A couple other announcements. Those who haven't gotten your auction items, you can go over there at any time and do so. And Steve Carr and Deborah Hensley, you're supposed to go over there especially. All right? So I think there's something else that you had over there maybe. So I have the opportunity now to introduce a young person who we got to know this summer a little bit. Before I do that, we'll tell you about another friend of mine named Edwin Dale. And Edwin Dale is a retired forester. He'd come up to a lot of programs up here at Tremont, got to know him pretty well. Sent his grandson up to our what used to be called Wilderness Adventure Camp, which was a program in the summer where kids went out backpacking. He lost his grandson, and he wanted to do something. So we now have the Michael Dale endowment. We have actually an endowment to each year be able to provide a scholarship for a student to be able to come up and attend one of our summer programs. And this summer, Gavin Ridley was able to do that, and Gavin's here with us tonight. And we asked him if he would say a few words about his experience here, just to share with you from a student's perspective. So Gavin, come on up. Gavin's ninth grader at Seymour High School, and we appreciate you coming out. Gavin and his family's here with him, so thanks, Gavin.
First of all, thank you all for coming to listen to all these great speakers. And I, as he said, was the winner of the 2010 Michael Dale Scholarship, and that paid for the Wilderness Adventure Trek Camp, which was a lot of fun. And boy, public speaking is stressful. Getting to the point, though. This Wilderness Adventure Trek, what they'll do is the first day we'll get here is you'll arrive here at Tremont, wonderful place in the Smokies. We'll stay up at the campus, I guess you call it. Well, they'll teach you how to fill up your backpack with everything you need, how to properly pack it, get everything nice and tight in there. It was a real nice learning experience there in the beginning, and you'll stay the night here. And on the second day of camp, you get to load up in that Tremont van over there and drive way up into the Smokies around Clingmanstone. I can't remember the exact area, but it was somewhere around there. We hopped on off of the van onto a trail with our backpacks and all, and we hiked a total of 24.5 miles, 4 days and 3 nights. Yeah. We crossed the streams, learned great things. It was 10 kids and 2 counselors. Really good experience. We'll always remember it. It's truly unforgettable. On the first day, we hiked 4 miles, I believe, and stayed at a really nice campsite right next to the river. We got some water filters and filtered up our own water, because you really can't get tap water in the mountains, as you can imagine. And all we ate for those 4 days were ramen and just other things like that, rice. It wasn't that tasty, but you'd be surprised at how good stuff tastes after you hike that much. On the third day, it began to rain on our hike. That wasn't that great, but just arriving at the campsite at the top of this mountain was one of the most fulfilling experiences I've ever experienced. That was a 7.5-mile hike uphill almost the entire time. Boy, that was one of the most tiring things I've ever done in my life. When we arrived there, we had to set up our tents in the rain, unfortunately. Make a fire in the rain, which was really difficult, but we finally managed to do that and cook up some food that night. On the last day, we packed up our stuff, headed on a mostly downhill trail, which was pretty nice. It was a beautiful trail, lots of wildflowers and trees. We arrived at Mingus Mill in North Carolina, I believe, on the other side of the Smokies, to be picked up by that Tremont van again and be brought back here, going without a shower for 4 not smell good. In the end, though, it was a truly unforgettable experience. And again, I'm going to thank Michael Dale for allowing me to go on that wonderful camp. Paid quite a lot of money to allow me to go. I'm truly thankful for that. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Gavin. It's really exciting to see these kids when they come back.